Hello and welcome to the Death Cafe with Cheri. Today I'm going to be talking about Emily Dickinson's poem, The Chariot. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain. We passed the setting sun. Or rather, he passed us. The dews drew quivering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than a day. I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity. That was Emily Dickinson's poem, The Chariot. Emily Dickinson was in her 50s when she passed away, and she lived a lot of her life, especially later, as almost a prisoner of her own room, by her own making. But she was a recluse and wouldn't even greet guests in her own home. When she passed away, her sister Lavinia followed her instructions and burned her correspondence, but she didn't leave any words about the poems she had left in a locked chest, and her sister made it her mission to get some of them published. So that's where we get the gift that she leaves behind of the poems, hopefully for her family, so that they would know her and her vibrant imagination and not feel probably sorry for her. To me, we give thought to how precious and fleeting life is. The young protagonist of Our Town by Thorton Wilder reminds me a lot of this poem, how she laments even the smell of coffee, although for me that is a delight every day. Einstein also has a quote about this that all three are sort of connected to me. There are only two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other as though everything is a miracle. And I think that's how I see life, that everything is a miracle. And I feel like Thornton Wilder and Emily Dickinson also realized this and immortalized it in the poem The Chariot and the play Our Town. What are your thoughts about life? Do you take everything for granted? Or do you feel like you're skating through life? Or do you pause sometimes and remember that life is fleeting and it should be enjoyed and savored? And don't forget, we talk about death to remind ourselves that every day is a precious gift. You matter.